Now go enjoy your summer, Savannah. Watch for my email, and forget about Tanner. I'm sure you two will find a way to work together next year. Had he met us? Had he not been paying an ounce of attention for the last year? Or was he an eternal optimist who believed that in a few short months, Tanner, Woods, and I might miraculously overcome years of rivalry and somehow learn to get along? Thanks, Mr. Lin. See you soon. I trudged out. My mind warred with itself. The program intrigued me, but I would need to see the specifics. How disappointed would Mr. Lin be if I decided not to apply? Surely not as disappointed as I was about the astronomy club. I would have to come up with another plan for that. Make Tanner so miserable he resigned. Find an ethics violation that disqualified him. Or convince the club's other members to stage a coup. I wasn't above minor insurrection. The last day of my junior year was already a disaster. I should have known it wasn't going to stop there. My boyfriend, Caleb, was waiting for me at the end of the corridor, and together we walked through emptying halls to the parking lot. Groups of people were talking and laughing and celebrating the upcoming 3 months of freedom. "Ready for milkshakes?" I asked. "I need one today. At least ice cream never disappoints me. Ugh. Mr. Lin wouldn't do anything about the club. Can you believe Tanner? Why does he want to lead anyway? I stopped when I realized Caleb had paused in the middle of the parking lot. "Savannah." Caleb's voice sounded pained. I turned back to face him. "Yeah?" Caleb shaded his eyes and stared at the car behind me. "I can't do this anymore." I squinted at him in the bright summer sun on a smoggy LA June day. "You mean, shake it up?" Every Friday of our junior year, we'd made the drive from Beverly Hills to Westwood for milkshakes after school. I had issues with their name as a general life philosophy, but their ice cream was delicious. Mint chocolate for me, Snickers for Caleb. Sometimes with friends from astronomy club or math bowl or my track team or his newspaper group, and usually with my best friend Jordan. This was the last Friday of the school year. Why would Caleb change the tradition now? He ran a hand through his light brown curls. I'd always liked his hair, except he'd been letting it grow out lately so it fell over his ears. Now he looked a little like a Muppet who'd fallen on hard times, and even though I hated it, I hadn't said anything. Had he been secretly hating our Friday dates? A flash of worry shot through me. "I mean, all of it," he said. "Shake it up and homework sessions and volunteering at the science center and Taco Tuesdays." Wait, what? Everything I'd thought made our relationship nice? The routines, the traditions, the way we fit each other into our busy schedules and made time to do things together. What kind of monster didn't like Taco Tuesdays? What exactly was he saying? I clutched my backpack straps. Why was it so hard to breathe? Caleb finally met my gaze. His honey-brown eyes were sympathetic, but his jaw had the stubborn set that it always got when he tackled a particularly challenging math problem. "I can't do us, Savannah." His voice rang out, and he seemed to realize his volume a second too late. He winced as his words carried. I was frozen. The words refused to sink in. They were bouncing off my brain over and over like tiny rocks pinging against the hull of a spaceship unable to penetrate. Eventually, one would crack the hull and my brain would be sucked out into the vacuum of space. But what about our plans for the summer? Next year's math bowl? Astronomy club? The science center? Because he was not only my boyfriend, we would also be serving as co-captains of the math bowl for our senior year with ambitions of winning first place in the state after being runners-up this year. Caleb was supposed to help me handle Tanner's hostile takeover of the astronomy club. And we were going to prep for AP tests and start training to demonstrate the robotic spacecraft at the science center where we volunteered. "We'll still do those," he said, his voice earnest. "Nothing has to change." Heat flooded my chest. Yeah, because spending senior year with your ex is absolutely no different.